Why play Urgot Top Lane? Well, being a ranged champion, he's a pretty safe laner. He's great at 1v1 dueling. He scales incredibly well into the mid and late game, and he's probably one of the best top lane team fighters right now. However, you can get bullied by other ranged top laners, most of which will outrange you. In addition, you're not very mobile, so you can be kited pretty hard. Urgot's passive is that each of his legs have a hidden shotgun. If you auto attack at the angle of one of his legs, it shoots a shotgun shot rather than your normal auto attack. Each shotgun shot goes on cooldown after use, so keep moving around the target to get multiple shots off. Urgot's Q is a skill shot which deals damage and applies a large slow. Urgot W firstly has a passive which makes his other abilities mark the enemy hit. The active stops you from being able to auto attack, and instead you shoot 3 shots per second. This firstly targets marked champions, but if nothing's marked it will shoot at the closest thing. While active, the W makes you resistant to slows, but will reduce your movement speed. And when this ability hits max level, you can permanently leave it on. Also, your passive can still be triggered while using W, and you get large indicators showing which ones are available. Urgot's E makes him dash forward, gaining a shield. He then flips the first champion over his head, stunning them. Urgot's ultimate fires out a drill, which deals damage and slows for 4 seconds. When the target hit goes below 25% health, it can be recast, dragging them in and killing them. After the champion has been killed, nearby enemies are feared. For Masteries, go for this. Your W applies PTA incredibly quickly, and Resolve keeps you alive and fighting. For build order, there's so many ways to build him, however this will always be a good build. Firstly, start Shield and Pot into tier 2 boots, before getting Hullbreaker, followed up by Titanic Hydra and Black Cleaver. Follow this up by getting Frozen Fist and Sterax Gauge to complete your build. However, if it's not a game where you're going to be split pushing, skip Hullbreaker and buy any one of these as your final item. For skill order, start E, then W, then Q, before maxing W, then E, then Q, taking ult whenever you can. However, if you're looking to poke more, take 2 points into Q early and then level it second. For summoners, take Flash and TP, this will enable your split push. During the lane phase, you are looking to safely farm up to your items. Urgot scales incredibly well with items, so you're looking to hit Hullbreaker or Hydra as soon as possible. That being said, your ability to poke, especially with 2 points in Q, is very strong. In addition, if you can ever land your E to flip them over your head, this will mark them, making your W target them exclusively. If you're able to get this off with multiple uses of your passive, it can be absolutely devastating. And especially into a melee matchup, every time they go for a last hit, shoot them. Between this and constant Qs, you'll be able to keep them low and in kill range. Entering the mid game, you're looking to take top tower as soon as possible. This is incredibly easy with your W, it shreds towers. Following this, keep applying pressure topside. Especially if you're Hullbreaker, they're going to have to send multiple people to deal with you. Look to convert this top pressure into heralds. It's one of the easiest ways to influence another lane. Forcing them to react to your top pressure gives your team much higher priority on dragons. And if they don't respond to you, you get more towers and you can still teleport in for the dragon fight. Entering the late game, you are now looking to team fight. You are a beast of a team fighter, being a tanky frontline while doing ridiculous damage. Look to displace anyone important with your E, flipping them over your head and burning them down with your W. Don't try and get onto their backline, it's not your job, you'll just get kited. Burn down their front line and then use your ult to capture any of their backline trying to flee.